הקדוש ברוך הוא. צאתכם לשלום, מלאכי השלום, מלאכי עליון. היא מלך מלאכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
And to help us bring even more light and warmth into this room, we're going to call on Matthew Feinberg and his family. Matthew is going to become bar mitzvah just after our winter break. Very exciting.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
We continue to warm up our bodies, our souls for Shabbat with our Psalms. We begin on page 20. L'chu naranana.
But first, page 8.
Oh, you're right. I'm skipping. We're still warming up. Here. Page 8, Yedid Nefesh. Let's bring a little love into the space.
Ay, 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 ay,
page 20, Lachuna Ranana.
Lachuna Ranana, Ladonai, Nariyan, so Yishenu. Lachuna Ranana, Ladonai, Nariyan, so Yishenu. Nekadma, Vanavetoda, Bismirot, Nariyalo. Nekadma, Vanavetoda, Bismirot, Nariyalo. Lachuna Ranana, Ladonai, Nariyan, so Yishenu. Lachuna Ranana, Ladonai, Nariyan, so Yishenu. Nekadma, Vanavetoda, Bismirot, Nariyalo. Nekadma, Vanavetoda, Bismirot, Nariyalo. Page 21. This might sound familiar. Yeah, da, 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 da. 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 So I'm reading this book right now about trees. It's called The Overstory. Alan's probably tired of hearing me talk about this book. You know this book? Oh my God, it's such a great book. So it's making me think a lot about trees and how trees have this intelligence that we don't assign to them normally, and how forests are communities, and they communicate with each other, and they communicate with us chemically, and it's just mind-blowing. And so in these words of Psalm 96, Let the fields rejoice. Let all belonging there rejoice, and let all the forest trees exalt. I mean, yeah, it's about everything on earth praising the glory of God, but the idea of trees celebrating is just really exciting to me right now. Ya'alo Sadai, Bechol Asher Bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai, Bechol Asher Bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ziranenu, Kolat Say Ya'ar, Ziranenu, Kolat Say Ya'ar, Ziranenu, Kolat Say Ya'ar, Ziranenu, Kolat Say Ya'ar, Ya'alo Sadai, Bechol Asher Bo Ya'alo Sadai, ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai, Bechol Asher Bo Ya'alo Sadai, ay, 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 page 24, Or Zarua la, 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 la Tzadik, Or Zarua la, 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 la Tzadik, Ul Yisrael Simcha, Ul Yisrael Simcha, Ul Yisrael Simcha. Live a life of goodness. Be the righteous one, live a life of kindness. Be the righteous one, live a life of holiness. Be the righteous one, and let your heart shine out. Or Zarua la, 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 la Tzadik. Or Zarua la, 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 la Tzadik, Ul Yisrael Simcha, Ul Yisrael Simcha, Ul Yisrael Simcha.
Page 29. We offer Lechado D, attempting to capture the spark that comes every week. Right? This once a week love that's ready for us, that's willing for us. Right? And our task is to try and hold on to it for long enough that we can return to it week after week and turn this once a week love into eternity that we can feel with us throughout the week, throughout our days. So let's offer Lechado D, page 29, and see what we can do.
Lechado D, Likrat Kala, Pene Shabbat, Kabbalat, Shamor v'Zachor v'Dibur Echad, Ishmianu Elai Echad, Adonai Echad, Shemo Echad, Hashem Tiferet v'Tehila, בעמק הברכה, והוא יחמול עלייך לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי לעפר קומי, נפשי בידי תפארתך עמי, על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה על נפשי תעלה לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי בעורק קומי אורי, 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 שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה, לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקלמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תחמי בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר עתילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה זוזייך ורחפו כל ממלאייך, יסגיס עלייך גרמייך עם סוס חתן על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. ימין ושמאל תפרוצי ואת אדוני תריצי, על יד איש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. בואי ושלום עצרת בעלה גם בשמחה, ובצולה תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי כלה, בואי כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה פני שבת נקבלה. לה 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 Please stay standing for the Baruch Hu. But before we launch into the Baruch Hu, let us feel this energy of Lecha Dodi. I don't know about you, but I still feel it reverberating in my body. Let's breathe into that. In the words of Noah Aronson, now, after we have done all of this singing and dancing, maybe now we are ready to pray. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? La 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 la. La 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 la. Am I awake? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. La 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 la, Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach, Leolam Va'ed, Leolam Please be seated.
So I don't know if anyone else has been looking up at the night sky the last few days, weeks or so, but Jupiter has been very visible. Venus has been very visible. Mars, tiny little red speckle, kind of scintillating in the night sky. And it's been amazing to watch. And I always take, the last 3 weeks or so since it's been happening, I've been taking my daughter, my 3-year-old, outside to go see these planets, these lights in the sky, right? And I'm saying, look at that, right? That's Jupiter. She's like, Jupiter? Right? Like, what's that? I'm like, hey, yeah, I got myself into this one, right? But it's just such a magical feeling, right? To be able to know so much about something out there, but also know so little about it, right? There's like this sense of awe. It's amazing that I'm now able to share with, my daughter. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful feeling that only happens when the stars come out, right? We don't see them throughout the day. We see the moon a little bit throughout the day, which is also amazing and cool. But, thank God, thank the universe for the night sky. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv, Aravim. And the other awesome thing that happened this week, there's a new Superman movie coming out. I don't know if anybody saw, but there's a trailer that's, I'm getting some fist bumps back there. Okay, Jack, we'll talk about this afterwards. So there's a new Superman movie coming out. The trailer dropped. It looks fun and awesome. But then I was driving my daughter to school, and I put on the original John Williams theme song, right? A bum, 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 bum. But as I'm putting it on, I tell my daughter who's in the back seat, I said, listen to the song, right? Doesn't it make you feel like you can fly, right? A 3-year-old. I'm like, oh, whatever, she'll take it or leave it, right? The song ends as we pull up to school here, and she takes her thumb out of her mouth, and she just goes, wow. And I'm like, yes, yes. And then the rest of the day, I heard her like, like she was kind of like singing along, whatever. And it was just so amazing to be able to share something that I love with her, right? Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Page 38, Shema and Ve'ahavta.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך וביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen.
Page 39, Mi Chamocha.
So we introduced this tune last week by Dan Nichols. I can't talk and play at the same time. You can play. Dan Nichols is a big name in Jewish music. He is coming to Temple Israel of Hollywood in January, on January 10th, 11th, and 12th. He will be with us for a Friday night service, so please come. It's going to be a lot of fun. He's a wonderful, wonderful prayer leader and musician. It'll be a lot of fun. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha b'nedar b'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha nedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot, osef elev, Nora another Dan Nichols tune. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha v'taknenu be'etza tova milfanecha. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzedkenu vo'enu l'chaim ul'shalom ve'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim. L'chaim. L'chaim.
We turn to page 44 as we rise for our Amidah, a silent prayer we offer within community through page 50. And when you are ready, you may be seated.
is another Dan Nichols song, and it's not really a prayer. I was contemplating these words, and I realized it's kind of like a history of the Jewish people in a sense. A lot of things that we have come from and that we stand for. For this part, we are from the garden, we are from the flood. We are from the angels singing, all you need is love. We are from the mountain and the hope blowing on the wind. We are from the Holy One within. Ooh, we are from the wandering, we are from the dream, we are from the fight to understand what freedom means. We are from the promise and the hope for a better land. We are from the marching hand in hand. Ooh,
We call upon that power, that strength, that supports, that has blessed so many before us, to bless us, to bless those in our lives who need healing. So if there is a name or names you'd like to offer tonight, of those in need of repair, of body, of mind, of soul, we invite you to share their names out loud or just hold them in your hearts.
Alana Wexler. Ana, Elna, Refana,
Parsha. And so, they're coming around. They're coming around. Please. Rabbi, I would. We have extras if you need. They should be coming around. All right, so we are in Genesis. We are going through the Joseph narrative. This is the longest narrative in Genesis. This is the youngest child at this point of Jacob, of the tribes of Israel. Everyone have? Beautiful. So this week's Parsha it contains a few different stories. It contains Joseph getting thrown in a pit by his brothers after he tells them that they're going to bow down to him via his dreams. They're like, we're not cool with that, dude. All right, just keep it to yourself. And they throw him in a pit. And then we go from there to one of the brothers, Judah and Tamar. And there's a whole situation there that we're not even going to touch. And then right after that, we come back to Joseph, who is no longer in the pit, but is on his way to Egypt. And that's where we're picking up here. And we'll talk about it. So I'm just going to read through. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, courtier of Pharaoh, the high chamberlain, an Egyptian man, bought him from the hands of the Ishmaelites who had brought him down there. And God was with Joseph, and he was a successful man, and he was in the house of his Egyptian master. And his master saw that God was with him. And all that he did, God made succeed in his hand. And Joseph found favor in his eyes, and he ministered to him, and he put him in charge of his house, and all that he had placed in his hands. And it happened, from the time he put him in charge of the house, and of all he had, that God had blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And God's blessing was on all that he had in house and field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hands, and he gave no thought to anything with him there, save the bread he ate. And Joseph was beautiful in features and beautiful to look at. And it happened, after these things, that his master's wife raised her eyes to Joseph and said, lie with me. And he refused. And he said to his master's wife, look, my master has given no thought with me here to what is in this house, and all that he has placed in my hands. He is not greater in this house than I, and he has held back nothing from me except you, as you are his wife. And how can I do this great evil and give offense to God? And so she spoke to Joseph day after day. And he would not listen to her, to lie by her, to be with her. And it happened on one such day that he came into the house to perform his task, and there was no man of the men of the house there in the house. And she seized him by his garment, saying, lie with me. And he left his garment in her hand, and he fled and went out. And so when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and fled outside, she called out to the people of the house and said to them, saying, see, he has brought us a Hebrew man to play with us. He came into me to lie with me, and I called out in a loud voice. And so when he heard me raise my voice and call out, he left his garment by me and fled and went out. And she laid out his garment by her until his master returned to his house. And she spoke to him things of this sort, saying, the Hebrew slave came into me, whom you brought to us to play with me. And so when I raised my voice and called out, he left his garment by me and fled outside. And it happened that when his master heard his wife's words, which she spoke to him, saying, things of this sort your slave has done to me, he became incensed. And Joseph's master took him and placed him in the prison house, the place where the king's prisoners were held. And he was there in the prison house, and God was with Joseph and extended kindness to him, and granted him favor in the eyes of the prison house warden. And the prison house warden placed in Joseph's hands all the prisoners who were in the prison house, and all that they were to do there, it was he who did it. The prison house warden had to see to nothing that was in his hands, as God was with him, and whatever he did, God made succeed. All right, that's the whole chapter. That's the whole chapter. Now, I will be honest with you. Years pass. This is usually a chapter I kind of like skim through, right? It's not like, it's just kind of like, okay, he's going further down into Egypt, right? This is a big theme with Joseph. He's always in a lower position, right? He's the youngest of his brothers. He's asking them to bow down to him, right? Then he gets thrown in a pit. Then he gets thrown into the prison, right? He's always in this down, but I'm like, whatever. I always kind of skim past this. But Potiphar's wife is fascinating to me because she is not given a name in our text, but she has such a crucial role that she plays here in Joseph's narrative, and by extent our narrative, right, as Jewish people. And so I sought to know a little bit more about her, right? And so I wanted to better understand who she was, her perspective, right? I wanted to write something in her perspective. So I looked at a ton of resources. Obviously, I looked at Torah. I looked at sagely commentaries on the text. I looked at this Egyptian tale called the Tale of Two Brothers, in which a woman attempts to seduce her husband's brother, and this was a tale from like way back when. I looked at a ton of Midrash, and Midrash, for those who are not in the know, it's just rabbinic fan fiction, right? It's just them making things up, using text to support their claims, but it's all just kind of whatever, right? I looked at lyrics of songs by Ani DeFranco and Fiona Apple to inspire me. And I also looked at a bunch of Egyptian love poetry, as well as Song of Songs, the pinnacle of Jewish love poetry. And so tonight, I'm going to be a little vulnerable. I'm going to put myself out there, right, on this era of winter solstice. Thank you so much. I feel the support. Okay, so this is taking all that inspiration. I wrote this poem, and here I go. I offer it to you. Thick streams of blood pool at their feet. Blinding stripes ripple off his tunic, flooding the dining room. The meat on the table gets colder with each step he takes. One by one, oranges fall through the palms of their hands, slowly sinking into the mulled wine on the floor, becoming pomegranates under their very noses. See? He has no blemish. His eyes are like an ibis, his teeth whiter than a ram. His narrow waist leads to sturdy thighs. He is like the first of men, like that of the sun. We have entered his garden, my sisters. We climbed over walls to glimpse lush and fecund vineyards we were promised, but we neglected our own. Our garden is emptied, no water in it. You walk softly past my maidens, just as you did when you led me into the river under the moonlit sky, and I waded into those waters with you, believing that you would carry me out, but the mud pulled me down until my lungs were filled, and the only thing that I could breathe was you. That night, the sky betrayed me. The sun and the moon stopped, and every star in the sky bowed down to you. But you didn't notice. Morning, looking. Afternoon, hoping. Evening, praying. I changed my appearance for you, trying to guess what you like, but you never speak. I put a fork under your neck, forcing you to look at me, but you never see. He says it's all in your head. I say, lie with me, but you never hear. Ooh, he makes me sick. With his face and his voice and his love, my love, draw me from this pit. I am here. Come to me, that I may look upon your beauty. My father and my mother will embrace you. My people will celebrate you. Let us kiss you with my mouth. I could see you standing outside my room, looking in my window, staring through the curtains. Come to me. I'm waiting. There's no one else, no man or woman, just us. Do not concern yourself with him. I thought he was a man, but he's just a little boy. Pain and regret, he is transformed into something less than a man. Like his brother, the ox, like his brother, the tree, like his brother who removed his own manhood and was still successful with all that he did. Yes, she is dead. Yes, she was reborn. Yes, molded from clay. Here I am, deep in the mud. I see you. Through the cracks, I feel you. Your hands shaping me. I reach out to hold you in your becoming, but you're gone. I emerge from the river. These waters cannot drown me, nor can they quench me. I push past the guards and the city folk who have gathered until a man stops me, and I ask him, have you seen my beloved? He tells me that you have gone from here, but I don't hear him. Everyone is down by the river. Yet here you are, entering my chamber. This is your house now. No one is greater than you. Seal me inside. Take all of me. My heart is yours. Your love would be as strong as death. Lie to me. Thank you for indulging me. My blessing, my gift to you all as we approach Hanukkah is that you have an opportunity over this winter break, for those who have breaks, to be a little vulnerable, to put yourself out there, right? Give that gift to yourself, give that gift to someone else, right? And see how it feels to be received. Shabbat shalom.
Shalom. Yasher koach.
I'm going to turn to page 282 as we rise for Aleinu.
And another Dan Nichols tune. It's up to us to call ourselves to task, to sing what's good and true, to bring about redemption. It's what we were freed to do. For what's the point of being here if we're not moved to change our ways? Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. We are carrying the stories of the ones who came before. What stories will be told of us when we are here no more? We commit ourselves to action. It brings meaning to our days. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to a call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's time to live our praise. Va'anachnu kore'im u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu V'ne'emar V'hai Adonai Lemelech Al Kol Haaretz Vayom Hahu Vayom Hahu Yeh Adonai Echad U'Shemo 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 Echad.
You may be seated. As we prepare to offer Kaddish Tome, Mourner's Kaddish, we situate ourselves into the space and time of memory. Right now, at this season, members of our community are remembering Mildred Daniels, John Dom, Peter Genovese, Raymond Goldberg, Robert Laskow, Alan Leslie, Regina Levkovich, Abraham London, Theodore Mosenson, Jan Odions, Harry Romanoff, David Rosenblum, Dorothy Schilf, Arnold Schwartz, George Sherman, Minnie Siegel, Gladys Stein. And in the last 30 days, we've lost Maxine Lynn, Norman Todd Ruda, Arnold Isaacs, Clara Konoski. If the name of your loved one has been said aloud and you're able, I invite you to rise so that we may acknowledge those among us who are remembering. And if the name of your loved one has not yet been brought into this space and you'd like to do so, we'll invite you to rise and either share their name out loud or just hold them in your hearts. Our mourners, those who are remembering, will lead us on page 292. And we will affirm that we are here, that we are holding them as we offer Amen. Yitgadal, v'yitgadash shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma divra hirute v'amlich malchute. V'chai echon uvyom echon. Chai kol beit Yisrael. Agala uvizman kariv v'imru.
Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei u'maya.
Yivarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei kudshah.
Brichu.
Ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Ta'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemayim.
Chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen.
Oseh shalom bimromav. Uya aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel. V'imru. Amen.
Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Oh, say shalom. Bimromav. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Uyaseh, uyaseh, uyaseh shalom. Aleinu. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
You may be seated. Inside your Shabbat's programs, you may have seen that we have some amazing upcoming events. Next week, it's all Christmas dinner all the time. On Monday, we've got setup. We've got cookies being delivered, other baked goods, toys being set up in the toy room. It's going to be amazing. It's all at the Hollywood United Methodist Church down the street from us here. Christmas Day is when the dinner takes place. There's still room to sign up, so please go online and do so. And then the 26th, you can join Alan with cleanup. It's on Christmas Day. Join us. Join us on the 25th and the 26th for Christmas Day. I've got the 26th here. So you can help us clean it all up and get ready to set it up for next year. And then next Friday, Hanukkah Shabbats. We have, please bring all of your Hanukkiotes, all the good stuff. There we go. We got one taker already. Look at that. Please bring your Hanukkiotes.
Fill the room with light.
Fill the room with light. I can't guarantee that there will be gelts. Sorry. but there will be
light.
There will be light. All right, I'm going to invite Matthew to join us back up here to lead us in our closing blessings. First over our grape juice. That's for you. You don't have to do that.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai v'kadesh ha-Shabbat l'chaim.
Oh, beautiful. Doesn't want to ruin his appetite. All right, but we do have challah that needs to be blessed. There we go. He's saving for the challah. Here we go. Let's bless it.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.